What if I told you that the way you prepare the day before your big exam could make or break your performance? Today, we're diving deep into the science of learning, focus, and memorization with actionable insights from neuroscience experts. This is no fluff, just practical, hands-on tips and tricks that you can use to prepare on that big day before the exam. Let's get into it. My name is Tom Vorsler, also known as the Study Coach, and I help students and adult learners with scientifically proven learning, time management, and mindset methods to improve their academic performance while taking care of their mental and physical health. Today, we will talk about what to do and what not to do on the day before your exams. All right, let's get a practical example here. It's the day before your exam, your alarm goes off in the morning, and what is the next thing that you do? Of course, you hit snooze. Everybody hits snooze, right? Then you finally wake up, you grab your book, and you think, okay, I'm going to study all day and cram everything I've missed into this last day. Does that sound familiar? The problem here is that your brain isn't a machine. It needs fuel, it needs breaks, and it definitely needs sleep. Like, you can't be pulling all-nighters. So neuroscience tells us that the way you prepare on this day can have a huge impact on the way that you retain information, you focus, and how you perform under pressure. So instead of cramming chaotically, let's create a game plan that works for your brain and not against it. By the way, if you have been following my tips, you shouldn't be cramming last minute anymore, but more about that in other videos. So let's start with your morning alarm. Snoozing feels harmless. You think just let the potato rest for a few more minutes. But here's the truth. Every time that you snooze and you fall back asleep, you trick your brain into a new sleep cycle. And here's what happens. When you fall back into sleep after snoozing, your brain always goes to the first stage of sleeping, which is deep sleep. But then your alarm pulls you right out of it. And suddenly you're groggier and less alert than if you would have gotten up in the first place. This fragmented sleep is called sleep inertia, and it can affect your focus and cognitive performance for hours. And all neuroscientists agree here, as soon as your alarm goes off, get up. No snoozing or no second guessing. Let me give you an actual tip. Put your alarm somewhere on the other side of the room such that you have to physically get out of the bed to turn it off. Once you're out of bed, the hardest part is over. Next, let's talk about breakfast. Did you know that your brain uses about 30% of your body sugar supply while you're learning or focusing? That's a huge amount of energy. But here's the mistake most people make. They start reaching for sugary cereals, pastries, or even energy drinks in the mornings. Sure, that will give you a huge sugar boost, but that spike will also crash, leaving you tired and unfocused. Instead, you should go for slow-burning carbohydrates like oatmeal, whole grain bread, and fruits. Ideally, you pair this with some protein like eggs or yogurt. This combination stabilizes your blood sugar and keeps your brain running smoothly for hours. And don't forget to hydrate. Even mild dehydration can reduce your focus and concentration, so make sure to grab a big glass of water with your breakfast. My personal favorite is 2 pieces of egg on 2 pieces of whole grain bread with a yogurt and then fruit and oatmeal. Next up is body movement. Here's something surprising. Movement is one of the best things that you can do for your brain on the day before the exam. Neuroscience shows that exercise boosts blood flow to the brain, increasing the oxygen and delivery of nutrients. This helps you to focus better, stress less, and even strengthens your memory. But we're not talking here about running like a whole marathon. Just 10 minutes of moderate exercise, walk around the block, light stretching, or a quick workout can already release a lot of dopamine and serotonin, which is beneficial for the learning process. These chemicals will actually help you improve your mood, sharpen your focus, and they make it easier to learn and memorize information. So again, an actionable tip here, just start your morning with 5 to 10 minutes of this exercise. This can be either a walk around the block or doing some quick, simple exercises like jumping jacks, squats, and push-ups. No need to get into your gym clothes and go for a full body workout. Now, after doing these short preparations, let's talk about the studying itself. Cramming for hours might feel productive, but your brain has certain limitations. Cognitive scientists have found that studying in shorter, focused sessions with regular breaks is far more effective. So one of the methods that you can apply here is the Pomodoro technique. Study for 25 minutes and then take a 5-minute break. Repeat this cycle for 3 to 4 times before taking a 20 to 30-minute break. This method prevents mental fatigue and keeps your brain fresh. However, make sure to not fall into the cell phone trap during your Pomodoro breaks. In those 5 minutes, you should do absolutely nothing. Don't look at your phone, don't search up things on the internet, look outside of the window, grab a piece of water, grab a snack, and maybe pet your dog or your cat. Some other study tips that I would like to give is to eliminate distractions, put your phone away, put it on airplane or silent mode. Make sure that you tell other people that you're studying such that they don't disturb you. Make sure that you're sitting in a nice and quiet place, and always use active recalling methods to make sure that you test yourself and learn in the most efficient and effective way. Remember that your goal isn't to cram everything. It's to consolidate what you already know and to strengthen already your strong points. Next up, let's talk about caffeine. Is it your friend or your enemy? Caffeine is often referred to as the lifeline for students and people everywhere. And it's true that caffeine can improve your alertness and focus, but there's also a catch. Too much caffeine can actually make you nervous, anxious, and it could disrupt your sleep later that night. Here's how to optimally use caffeine in your routine. Take your first cup 90 minutes after waking up. Stick to only 1 or 2 cups of coffee a day. No caffeine after 2 p.m. and skip sugary energy drinks to reduce the chance of spiking your sugar levels high and then crashing them. Remember that caffeine can be used as a tool, but shouldn't be used as a crutch to lean on. Use it wisely. Now let's talk about the end of the day. It's time to go to bed and to sleep. Sleep is the most underrated performance tool of all. While you sleep, your brain is at work at processing memories, organizing information, and repairing itself. Research shows that students that get 8 to 9 hours of sleep perform significantly better than students who cram all night. Lack of sleep decreases memory, focus, and even emotional regulation. Here are 3 tips to improve your sleep the night before the exam. 1 hour before bed, no screens. Blue light disrupts the production of melatonin, which is the sleep hormone. Second, create a relaxing bedtime routine. Read, journal, or do some breath work. And third, stick to a consistent sleep schedule. So think of sleep as your overnight study session. You should not skip this. So now you had a good night of sleep and it's the day of the exam. Make sure to do the following things. Eat a healthy breakfast. Get your body moving. Don't study anymore. Trust your preparation. If anxious, take some deep breaths to calm you down. Listen to your favorite music and take the exam. So to summarize again, the 6 steps that you should do the day before the exam. First of all is wake up right when the alarm goes off, no snoozing. Second, eat a healthy and carb-rich breakfast. Third, get 10 minutes of movement in. Fourth, study in focused short sessions. 5, use caffeine wisely. And 6, make sure to get 8 to 9 hours of sleep at the night before the exam. At the end, your success isn't about all the knowledge, it's about the preparation that you did. By following these science-backed methods, you're not just studying smarter, you're setting yourself up to win. Now, if you found this video helpful, make sure to hit like, subscribe, but also share it with a friend who's preparing for exam. You've got this, go crush the exam. And if you're still procrastinating on your studies, make sure to check this video I've created about procrastination to make sure you know how to deal with that as well.